Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Kyla.
And I'm Katie. Today is Thursday, February 18th, and it's an English collaboration today.
So please plan ahead for focus.
Here's a shout out from Mr. Ricken to Jack Brew, Nick Hagenbrock, and Jessica Amo. All were first voters on Tuesday.
Way to go, Jack, Nick, and Jessica.
Thomas Jefferson is noted for saying, "We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate."
Voter turnouts were very low on Tuesday, so it's great to see some of our students getting involved.
And now, a big congratulations going out today to Dan Foreman and Nick Pardo, who recently received their award certificates for achieving academic all-state awards as part of their cross-country experience of the last fall.
Great job, Nick and Dan. We're very proud to have you represent our school in that way.
Moving on from the kudos, let's talk about our next hallowed ground site, the Maggie L. Walker Historical Site.
Walker was an African-American activist and businesswoman, the first woman banker in the U.S.
She worked within the Independent Order of St. Luke and an organization dedicated to the social and financial advancement of African Americans as its Grand Secretary.
She founded the organization's newspaper, a department store, and a highly successful bank.
Today, her home in Virginia is preserved as a National Historic Site.
Next time you'll learn about another African-American woman, Mary McLeod Bethune.
Now, the announcements.
Get ready to head to Granite Peak.
The trip is open to all Ski and Snowboard Club members.
We will be traveling to Granite Peak on Saturday, February 27th.
The bus is leaving at 2 p.m. and will return around 11 p.m.
Cost is $22 per student, and that includes your bus and lift ticket. Food and rentals are additional.
Email Miss McNamara to get signed up or join the club if you haven't.
Email her today.
Mark your calendars for Thursday, March 3rd.
You won't want to miss this event, the first ever Mr. Black River Falls pageant.
You will see some of your male peers compete for the title of Mr. Black River Falls.
They will compete and be judged on fashion of their choice, talent, and formal attire, and interview.
Thursday, March 3rd at 6:30 in the Lena Center.
Be there.
Are you interested in learning about foods from different parts of the world and traveling to London, Paris, and Italy in the summer of 2017?
There will be a parent meeting on Tuesday, March 15th at 7:30 for those interested in this fantastic opportunity.
Stay tuned for more details.
FFAers, this one is for you.
FFA Week Planning Committee will be meeting before school tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the egg room.
Got that? Tomorrow morning in the egg room.
Now, Tech Ed Trivia.
Yesterday's Tech Ed Trivia question was, what accounts for 85% of exports from Wisconsin?
The answer was manufactured goods.
Check out the email from Mr. Cassidy to see the annual pay of the top 10 manufacturing jobs in Wisconsin.
Today's trivia question is...
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, diesel mechanics who have recently graduated from college can make a mean salary of $41,000 annually, which averages out to about how much per hour?
A, $7.25,
B, $10,
C, $15,
or D, $20.
If you know the answer, reply to Mr. Cassidy's email.
That's all for the announcements.
You're going to be hearing from Mr. Ricken about the Change the Conversation initiative in just a moment.
We'll leave you with that and a video about the topic produced by Maya Long.
Have a great day, Tigers.
The Student Senate is a voice for students in our school. Last November, we received several complaints from students related to issues of respect in our building, specifically interruptions that students were witnessing in class that took away from learning, humor that seemed race-based and inappropriate, lunchroom behavior, and so forth. We discussed responses that we could take to be proactive. We're a problem-solving organization. We decided that a positive approach to this would be to get students talking to other students about it. If you think about our day-to-day lives around here, there really isn't anything that is as important as how we deal with each other. Classrooms need to have that foundation of respect in order to work. Teachers need to respect each other in order to work together as a team. Teachers need to respect students in order to get the best effort out of them. Students need to respect teachers if we're ever going to move forward, and students need to respect each other even if they don't always agree. We live in a culture that can be very disrespectful if you think about it. For example, think about the current political campaign. If you listen to all the attacking going on, it makes you wonder. Anyway, for the remainder of the year, you will hear about our Change the Conversation initiative. You will hear from student senators in your classes if your teachers have requested that. and you will have a chance to talk about these things. Here are some perspectives on this from some people you know.
I think the biggest concern is when students distract other students from learning. So I want an atmosphere in class where everybody has a chance and an opportunity to learn.
Phones is a big thing. Most teachers don't want phones in their classroom. They don't want kids talking on the phone or texting someone during class. That happens a lot. I hate phones. All my students will tell you I hate phones. The other big thing is talking when the teacher's talking. When something dramatic has happened in somebody's life, they're just going like this. It's like, stop.
You know, most kids are really respectful. We're talking about very few students that are disrespectful. Most students are very attentive in class. They're engaged. And that's also how I know that they're learning. Students say thank you. Students say please. It's very rare that I have a lot of issues of disrespect. If you have clear expectations, if you create an environment where learning is important and where you feel free, like you can talk without fear of, somebody making fun of you, those things to me create an atmosphere where you can be comfortable and you can learn.
Teachers who respect their students get respect back more than teachers who don't. So I think that respect should go both ways, from the teacher to the students. I think that can help bring in more respect to the classroom.
I see wonderful respect, especially if you have a rapport with students. They're the students that know what I expect from them, that I don't want phones in here, that I want them to listen when I'm talking, that they don't cheat.
One thing that I think that we as students could do for dealing with the disrespect in classroom is standing up for your teacher when they're having to deal with an unruly student. Students tend to feel more relatable to other students, and so if they see their peers around them, like they're not getting the reaction that they want out of their peers, they might end up doing what they should be doing.
I think the best thing is to hold them accountable, is to say that, if the teacher doesn't notice or, isn't able to provide the assistance needed, that, hey, you need to be quiet. I have a right to learn, but when it comes from your peers, I think that changes everything. And that's where, our upperclassmen in particular need to have those conversations, just to tell kids that, hey, listen, that is not acceptable behavior. That's not the Tiger way. That's not the way that we act here.
But there's always someone in that classroom that wants to learn that material. And they're the ones that need to say to the other kids that are making it to the point where you can't learn. And I think that's the worst part, I think, about the disrespect, is when it gets to the point where it's disrupting someone else's learning. Then that really upsets me.